The return of Jesus Christ is one of the most significant promises in Scripture, a hope that has sustained believers for centuries. Yet, despite the countless attempts to pinpoint the exact time of his return, the Bible is clear. No one knows the day or the hour. Jesus himself warned his followers in Matthew 24:36, "But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." Still, the Bible offers a series of signs and warnings concerning the general timing of his return, not to satisfy curiosity, but to keep believers alert, faithful, and spiritually prepared. Throughout the New Testament, believers are urged to live with urgency, not in panic or speculation, but in readiness. Jesus compares his return to the coming of a thief in the night, unexpected and sudden. In 1 Thessalonians 5:2-3, Paul writes, "For you yourselves know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying, 'Peace and safety,' destruction will come on them suddenly." This warning is not meant to scare, but to remind us that complacency is dangerous. The Bible does not want us to be caught sleeping spiritually while the world moves further from God. The signs leading up to Jesus' return are described as birth pains in Matthew 24, gradual but increasingly intense. Wars, famines, earthquakes, lawlessness, and the increase of wickedness are just a few of the signs Jesus mentions. However, he also makes it clear that these are not the end but the beginning of sorrows. These warnings serve not as a timeline, but as a spiritual wake-up call. The chaos in the world is not simply random. It's prophetic, aligning with what the Bible foretold centuries ago. One of the most often overlooked yet critical warnings about the timing of Christ's return is spiritual deception. In Matthew 24:4-5, Jesus says, "Watch out that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, claiming, 'I am the Messiah,' and will deceive many." False teachers, distorted gospels, and counterfeit signs are part of the end-time picture. The devil's greatest strategy in the last days is not just violence or chaos, but confusion, blurring the line between truth and lies, and pulling people away from the simplicity of the gospel. Jesus also warned that the love of many would grow cold, and that many would fall away from the faith. The Apostle Paul echoes this in 2 Timothy 3, describing a generation in the last days that is lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. The timing of Jesus' return, then, is connected not just to events outside the church, but also to the condition of the church itself. The moral and spiritual decay we see in the world today isn't just cultural, it's prophetic. However, amid the warnings, there is hope. In Matthew 24:14, Jesus gives a powerful sign that must happen before the end comes. This gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. The spread of the gospel is not just a mission, it's a prophetic marker. As believers, our response to the signs of the times should not be fear or obsession with dates, but faithfulness to the mission. We are called to be watchful, not worried, prepared, not paranoid. In the end, the Bible warns us about the timing of Jesus' return, not to make us fearful, but to stir our hearts with urgency. The signs are increasing, the world is shifting, and prophecy is unfolding. The question is not when he will return, but will we be ready when he does? Now is the time to wake up, to turn from sin, to stand firm in truth, and to live like Jesus could come at any moment, because he just might.